Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 5th to the 11th of August. Welcome, I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just pull the cards for you. That's your overall energy, your karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influences from the universe on both sides, influence on your past self, influence from your future self. What sort of thing is sort of like, egging you on, as it were, sort of like pulling you forward, and the sort of lessons or understandings that we can come or we can have out of this week here. Okay, so let's get on. Let's see what's going on for you. Overall energies here. Okay, it seems to be like a self-realization. A self-realization that's flowing through you. This is a lot of intuition that's happening for us. And life is never really simple. It's never black and white, as it were. It's always black and white. So basically, it's the yin and the yang. And seeing both sides of the coin is really important. And here you have an opportunity where this is the energy that's flowing through you. So you have this opportunity to see things in the light. You have an opportunity to see everything. And we've all done amazing things in life, each and every single one of us. And not any one of us has got it absolutely right. Don't worry about it. I'm in the same camp. We're all learning here. We're all on the same boat. And this is learning how to accentuate the life that you should be leading, or that you want to be leading this week. And this self-actualization, or this realization that is coming from within you, you have to see both sides of the story clearly, from yourself and from the exterior. And this is both within your financial world as much as in your relationship world. There is a lot of emotions attached to it, and that can also be attached to the way in which we've done business in the past, projects, jobs, etc. It's a realization, and that realization is only going to make you stronger. Let's just have a look what's happening on your relationship side. The universal energy is playing into the lessons to be learned out of this week here, and it's really encouraging it with the coincidences. I think this is opening up that inner understanding that's coming from within you, and it is beautifully peaceful. It's a really beautiful understanding. The karmic message is playing into the universal energy, so it's obviously something that it's, to be honest, I don't think it's something that comes from the exterior. I think it's something that's coming from up within you. I think you have the answer here, and it's sometimes it's difficult to hear, but it's like it's like you've got furniture in a room, and a chair is blocking the door. You want to go out the door, and you're kind of going, why can't I go out the door? The door works. You can pull it, but it only goes so far. And then when we see inside us, we see that chair that we've been sitting in for a long time is blocking that door from opening. And that's what it feels like here. The past is playing into this, so it's obviously raking over a lot here at the moment. I wish I could be, I wish, it could be the best understanding that comes forth from your past. Okay, your future self here. Your future self is like it's like a really tall sort of foxglove or flower or sunflower, and it's got that sort of swaying in the wind factor about it. This is on your relationship side, and anything is possible here, and I think it all depends on what you get out of it, basically, or what you're accepting to see within oneself. And the message that comes out of this week, or the lesson that comes out of this week, is the case of what was your higher plan here to come to this planet, to get born, to live this life? What was your higher plan in regards to your relationships? it doesn't necessarily mean what's been in the past will have to happen in the future. Everything can change, obviously. And I think it's a case here that you need to change your perspective of yourself and of the situation in order to get the best out of it. And there is a lot, it is beautiful energy. There's a lot of joy, a possible joy out of this. I don't actually see any pain in the future. We only get pain from retrospection, really. Even when we find out something terrible and it may cause us a huge amounts of pain, that pain only exists after we've been told about it. Everything that is connected with pain is connected to the past, or painful thing that's connected to the past. So here is the lesson here is to whatever you're manifesting here, whatever you're channeling in the way of relationship side, accept certain aspects of ourselves. You know, no one is perfect. Apart from Scorpios, of course. And nothing is perfect, but the majority of it can be good and enjoyable. And you can be exploring a lot more. I think you need to, get out of the way of your own path in a way. This is an intelligent way to go forward. And this is all about that chair blocking the door sort of scenario here. Your karmic path is pointed into the universal energy, which is also at the same time pointed into the answers that you're getting this week. That's going to give you a lot of clarity. So it's listening to that, listening to the coincidences around you that makes you realize a lot of things within inside you. You're not the only ones getting a tower. I'll tell you now. It's obviously the flavor of the week. And this is a destruction here, more than anything else. It's a destruction of old belief systems. So the old belief system is, I can just put my hand on the door, open that door, and follow on my pathway. But unless I rearrange the room, put the room back to where it was, and in a good way, and get the chair out of the way, it's going to be difficult to open that door. And that's where this realization comes in. And I think this realization is a very personal thing. For you, and real aha moments, and some of them are going to be some of them are going to be difficult. If I was going to tell you that it's all going to be easy, I would be lying to you. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to lie to you, but I will tell you that you have this capacity within you to visualize some really beautiful stuff, and that's what you've got to work towards. And as you're working towards it, you'll see the chairs that you have put in your own way. And therefore, you will be able to move them out of the way with ease. If it was depending upon someone else on the outside of your life, it would be a little bit difficult. But this is where you can depend upon it. But you being able to sort this out from within you. In your past, you get the Knight of Pentacles, And the Knight of Pentacles is, you've been planting these seeds. And I think over the past year and a half, I think you've done amazingly. Really has. It's like you're turning a lot of negative into positive, I think, in your life. And it takes time for it to reflect into the world around you, because the world is a big place, and then when you think about the universe, it's even bigger. But you've been doing some good, solid work on yourself. There is no doubt about it. Your future self, you get the Queen of Swords. As I said, it was like a flower, sort of like a tall flower. It's sort of, wandering around in the wind. You need to make a choice about this direction. You need to choose a direction. It's not a direction that is going to be just open up for you. You have to choose a direction in regards to your happiness and your enjoyment in regards to your relationships, and being very open to love, basically. The Hermit. What a beautiful lesson for the week. The Hermit card sees both sides of the coin. The Hermit has learned incredible amount about himself or themselves. And that is the start of enlightenment. That is in start of manifestation powers. All of those sort of things come from being completely honest with oneself. And once you can see both sides of the side of the story or side of the coin, it's going to be very easy for you to conduct or go in the direction that is good for you. That is all that happiness that is coming into your life. It is an amazing realization that's happening here on your relationship side. And it is going to blow out the water old belief systems which are holding you back. And they are the chairs that are blocking the doorway for you to move on to something that is so much more sort of enjoyable and beautiful. An engagement within life. Absolutely lovely. Let's just have a look what's going on in your financial side. Okay, so you've got the karmic message. It seems to be reflecting a lot of what is going on in your financial side. It's playing into the universal energy here. And the universal energy, well, it wants to go forward in your career. The universe is obviously waiting for a decision or waiting for you to make a move. A little bit like here, but it's in the opposite way. I think the universe is really forcing your hand on your relationship side. But on your financial side here, I think the universe is waiting for you to play your cards, basically. From your past is connected to the lesson that's coming out of this week. So obviously, you've got your idea of what you want out of life and what you're looking for. And as you've got that idea of what you're looking for, you're now starting to sort of go towards it. But in order to go towards it, you have to make that decision to get that loan or apply for that job or start that YouTube channel or whatever you've got in your mind to do in the way of business and projects. It's you who've got to take the first step. In your future self is playing out very much in front of you. And I think this is where the moment you do step into what you should be doing, all of a sudden you're going to feel like it becomes very obvious the future path for you to take. The lessons that you're learning out of this week. I think I might have said this to you before, actually. There is a sort of thing where if you go into it wholeheartedly, you're less likely to have any complications. It's not to say you won't have any complications. It's just like you're less likely to have complications that are going to finish it off, that are going to stop it dead in its tracks. And I feel that for here. And I think this is the overall lessons here is being confident in you. And I think this is the lesson this week is on your financial side, is having that confidence to just trust your inner vibration, your intuition, and go for it. The Hangman, karmic message, looking at things in a different way. Here on your relationship side, on your karmic path, you have looking at it in a very intelligent way and realizing a situation, sorting things out on your relationship side that's stopping you from getting complications in the future. And this is the similar sort of thing here, seeing it from all angles, seeing it from a completely different angle that you're not used to be confronting life. And I think here is where you do need to step forth and just be you. From the universe, you get the 7 of Wands. Evident path, very much like the 7 of Swords there. But the evident path here is the universe is sort of saying, when you take that one wand and go for it, the universe will know how to back you up in order to give you the success that you deserve. And it's waiting for you to do it. And from your past, there is obviously something in your past that is going to, and it could be like an exam you passed, it could be a workshop you went on years ago and that comes back up on the surface within you, and it allows you to become or open up the idea of being a therapist or anything like that. Or sort of like, a YouTube channel on a subject that is really in line with you, something that you adore, or going for that career path. It's something in the past it's an opportunity that you need to cultivate and seize upon. Look at that. As I said, the moment you make this step forward, you step through that 4 of Wands scenario, which is the coming together of 2 plans. 2 of Wands on one side, 2 of Wands on the other, and that's those 2 people that are in the background that are celebrating. And that sort of understanding from your side is allowing you to step into a whole new dimension in regards to your financial and your business or your projects, whatever you're doing. And this is it. As I said, trust in yourself. The Moon card, it's a Scorpio card. It's you being you. Have confidence in yourself as you go forward. Just strike out. If you've been thinking about starting a business or you want to apply for that loan, do it. Go for it. What have you really got to lose? You can't take money with you. There's nothing you can take with you. The only thing you can take with you when you leave this place is your memories of what you lived. And if you spend your entire time kind of going, oh, I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't, you'll end up not doing much. And I think you won't be taking so much with you. And that's a shame. I think you'll be disappointed in yourself in the long run. And that's not worth doing. Life should be fun. and it should be enjoyed. But also life needs to be lived. So I think living is really essential here. And there's a certain reevaluation on your relationship side, but there's a certain force that you know you have, Scorpio, on your financial side. Let's do a bit of light seers card. Let's see if we do a bit of clarifications. With the High Priestess, you get the Four of Swords. I think this is a very healing situation going on. I think that's what that tower thing is all about. And it plays into the Hermit here. And I think the Hermit is, by seeing all sides of it, you're going to feel a lot better about life. You're going to feel like, you're getting a healing from this whole sort of scenario more than anything else. And it does play incredibly well for you. And within that healing, that's going to allow you to really sort of open up to the joy and happiness of living life, basically, more than anything else. I think I've got someone at the door. Sorry about that. I knew they would be persistent for some reason. But yes, here we are back again, healing for you. I think this realization of old belief systems that it's, when we grow up, for some of you younger viewers, this is good advice for you. For some of us we're all in the same bracket, it's probably something you know already. But we learn a lot as we go through life, and we think we got it all sussed when we're kids, don't we? Kind of go, this is how I'm going to change the world and everything like that. And you will do. You'll change the world, don't worry. But when you start getting to a certain age, you start realizing that, I got that bit wrong. And it gives us this whole sense, it's sort of like, it allows us to let go of a lot of the baggage that we may have been carrying around. And that baggage, letting go of it, makes us feel 20 again, 15 again, who cares? I like feeling around about 12. That was the best time for me. I was discovering everything at that moment. That's it, brilliant. But anyway, I think that's where the healing comes into it. With the Seven of Swords, doing this work here is going to make you a lot more, I want to say intelligent, but I don't mean intelligent kind of like, intelligence is not education. Intelligence is knowing how we feel, being in a line with the energy, living our lives as consciously as we can within the world that we're in. And seeing this actually happening before your eyes is going to help you out to choose that direction, I think, that you need to take in regards to love. And have a certain acceptance, not only within yourself, but an acceptance within the world around you, within others, of how they are. This is what the universe is offering you. You go through that tower moment. And as I say, I think it's an internal tower moment. I don't think it's going to blow you apart at all. I think it's a very good self-realization, so you can start self-actualizing your happiness. And as I said, I think there's a beautiful happiness within you that's waiting to be born. Absolutely beautiful. And it's just a case of letting go and kind of saying, I'm going to go after that. I need that card apparently wants to come out. The Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. And we got the Ace of Pentacles on the other side. This is all to do with your past. You have this golden nugget within you, Scorpio, but you don't need to protect it. And you don't need to hold on to it. It's there. It's never going to leave you. You've got this beautiful sunshine side to you that's the direction you really need to be following more than anything else. That was the Queen of Wands that wanted to jump out with the Queen of Swords. I'll take that into account when I get this next card, which is just here. Page of Wands. So we had the Queen of Wands, Page of Wands. It's sort of like it's like you've got a multitude of possible directions to take in life. It could be connected to someone in your past. It could be someone connected to someone in your future. I don't think past and future matters here. I think what matters is the realization within you and how you can learn to play and enjoy your passions that you can have in regards to love and relationships and stuff like that for another person. And once you do that, it's going to help you to follow that pathway which is good for you. And I think there's a lot of logic that goes in it because of that sort of tower moment that's helping you to understand a great deal with the Hermit card at the top. And it's all about you. It's putting yourself first. The Hermit does put himself first. He's a very selfish person, really. But he doesn't put himself first at detriment of others. No way. That's not how hermit works. And it's not how putting yourself first works either. It's not a kind of sort of saying, I'm going to win at all costs, therefore I don't care who I trample on the way. I know you're not like that, really. I know you're not like that. And it's more of a case of, I'm going to put myself first, because you will understand, and I think this is what the change of belief system is coming into play, that obviously everything in the universe works on the premise of, as long as I am okay, as long as I am in a good place, everybody else can be in a good place. And you can't guarantee everybody else's position in life, but you can only guarantee yours. And I think that's where you've really got to start focusing on, if you want to allow or liberate yourself. And as I say, it could liberate yourself so you can really have that inner deep relationship with someone that you're already in relationship with, or meet that person, or go back to that person that you met before. That sort of thing doesn't really matter, but it's having the courage to be honest with yourself, I think, is really, really important. Over on your financial side, with the Hangman, you get the Knight of Wands. A very vibrant energy. This is where your vibrant, beautiful energy comes flowing through. This is where determination comes through as well. You being you, trusting on your inner forces of what you know and what you've understood and what you've done in life, and what you bring to the table as well. And be enthusiastic about it. Once you start opening up, I think you're going to see things in a completely different way. Look at that. The universe will, this is what I said earlier on, you've got to make that step first. The Moon card. The Moon is the lesson of the week, and the Moon is you. And that's why the High Priestess has a lot of moons. You have this amazing intuitive sort of sense to you, Scorpio. Incredibly highly tuned. Once you start walking down your path, taking that wand and going off down your path, the universe will give you the abundance that you actually need. And it's obviously tied into something in the past that's a golden nugget on this side as well, but you get the Nine of Cups with it. I think you really enjoyed the challenge of doing something, or going off on that business pathway, or that starting that project, whatever it is. It fulfilled a multitudes of things within your life that helped you to build the confidence within yourself to actually just go ahead on it and knock on that door and open that opportunity. Just making sure you've moved the chair out of the way first. And I think there's a degree of that on your financial side. Look at that. It's really connecting with something, I think, from a plan that's connected to you in a very, very big way. And as you sort of go into this, connecting with maybe another business or another person, another project, or even connecting with your higher self, all of a sudden, I think this is where it's going to make you feel a lot more at ease about where you're going. On your business or your career path, you'll feel a lot more light about it. You know, you'll have a certain spring in your step. And when you get that spring in your step, that's when you're going to really start getting the success. And I think that's something you need to develop, about the confidence in you in order to do things. Yeah. Get rid of that Nine of Swords. Get shot of it. By seeing things in a different light, that's how you're going to be able to get shot of this Nine of Swords. This woes and worries about something that you might have been working on for some time. A long time, could be a career path, whatever it is. At the end of the day, only you can create it. You are self-actualizing if you so desire. You can self-actualize your own success, but it's got to be very clear within you from the offset. The moment it is, that's when you get the good results. There you go, Scorpio. Never a dull moment with you guys. Absolutely amazing. This is like a caterpillar to butterfly moment coming up in your life. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. I hope you're enjoying the videos that we've done on energy. There'll be some more coming out very shortly. Thank you for all your support that you give to this channel, for the YouTube channel. It's absolutely lovely. Very much appreciated. In the meantime, it's all for me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.